Hi, how are you doing? I hope you have a great day. This video is going to be about what I've learned being on my period and information that can actually help you. So the first thing is probably that menstrual cups are amazing. Like, if you don't wear or use a menstrual cup, please consider it because it's so comfortable. You will save hundreds of dollars or euros, and it's just super amazing, super comfortable, great for the environment, and overall just one of the best investments that I've ever done. And if you need more information about menstrual cups, check out the videos that I've posted about menstrual cups, and I will link it in my description box. The next thing is cloth pads, because cloth pads are super amazing. They're not gross. Actually, they're much more, 100 times more hygienic than disposable cloth pads or disposable pads. And they're much more comfortable, and you will save again a lot of money, and they're just like super amazing. So consider using them. And then the last thing that I've used and learned is period panties, and they make a huge difference in my life, especially if I'm unaware of or I'm not really sure how much or how heavy my period will be. Just having my period panties on is super amazing, right? Because period panties works that it will collect blood. Not as much as a pad does, but at least when, for example, you're not really sure if your tampons or your menstrual cups will float, or can't really hold the blood anymore, then it's great because the period panties will lose it, and it's not as big as a pad. Yes, the next thing is that I've learned that really helped me if I have period pain. A warm water bottle can really help to relieve the pain. And the next thing is that diet plays a huge role. Like, when I started my period, I ate quite shitty, so lots of animal products and fast food. And I had like the most terrible period pain. And my period was 7 days long, and I just cried at least 2 days a month because it was so horrible. And now it's not. It still hurts, but it's not as horrible because I eat much more cleaner. So I eat much more fruit and vegetables, no animal products, and it really helped a lot. The next thing is that I've learned is that sometimes it's a mess, but you will learn from it. And actually, period is nothing to be ashamed of, because I think sometimes we forget that half of the population has actually had their period, has their period in the moment, or will have their period sometime in the future. So it's nothing to be ashamed of, and it's actually quite normal. The next thing is that is wearing a black trousers if you're uncertain, because once this happened to me, that I was wearing not a white but a very light blue trousers while having my period, and basically I forgot that tampons and menstrual cups, but then I was wearing tampons, can be there will come the point where they won't hold water anymore. So basically what happened, my tampon was full, but I couldn't change because it was in our bus from driving home from school. And so basically my whole trousers got red from the blood, and this was not the nicest experience for me because I was quite unsure about periods because I was just 14 years old. So definitely, if you're uncertain, wear black trousers, and maybe wear also a jacket that is longer. And yes. The next thing that I've learned is that it's much more better to change your tampon or change your menstrual cup one time too much than one time too less. So if you're uncertain, check them. And also, if you're uncertain on how many tampons you should bring to a trip, bring more than you think. And if you use a menstrual cup, what I can recommend always, if you go to a longer trip or whatever, just bring your menstrual cup. I mean, it's no effort to just put your menstrual cup in your bag, and you just have this safety and this relief that everything will be okay. And I think that's all I've learned having my period. And I wish somebody had told me this, so I wanted to tell you this. And if you found this video to be helpful, please like it and give it a thumbs up. And I wish you a wonderful day. Have a great time. Goodbye.